And let's move right along. So I don't know how much you know about or have heard about. Oh, I want to show you these pictures so bad. Maybe I should have printed them out. I'm gonna do that next time, just in case I can't do nothing else. I can print them out and show you. What sparked this conversation is a conversation about a pastor who had a all-out meltdown about 2 weeks ago on Facebook, I think it was. No, not pastor. Let me take it back. An apostle that had a all over meltdown, just melted down on Facebook, right? And his conversation was about the fact that he had been mind fucked. Now, when he said mind fucked, I listened to what he said or why he said he was being mind fucked. And that's exactly what we're talking about right now. When he got through telling his story, I said, oh, yeah, she did. He was definitely mind fucked, right? So this is going to move us into the second piece. So we kind of did things a little out of order. We're going to pour some tea right now, right? But this moves us in. This is almost this is also our rant, which goes back to it's the second part, which is pastors going wild, church going wild. It seems like since this pandemic, I don't know what, and I don't know if it's the fact that they can't get that money that they used to get. That might be it. But every fake apostle, prophet, pastor, teacher, and evangelist is being uncovered. Now, I personally believe, and I'm sure some of you do because I've heard enough about it or read enough about it, researched enough about it, prayed enough about it, that I believe that we are in a place, we're in a state of judgment right now, period. That's for sure. But at the same time, it is a time where God is revealing all which is not him, right? And there's been a whole lot in the church that is not of him, but it has been presented as if it was. And it's almost like when if the doctor say you got COVID, who gonna check me, boo? You know, it has been presented like it's all holy. And what do we have to check it by? We just have to take them at their word and go at that. But this along with COVID-19, somebody calls it kker. I think it's Larry Reed calls it kker, and he calls it prophet kker, because since COVID-19 has come in, it has released and shown and uncovered stuff that has been covered up for eons and eons and eons. And one of the things that is so prevalent is what I call churches are going wild, pastors are going wild. Right? Because these people who are supposed to be apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, evangelists, seem to be losing their mind. So this young guy gets on, and his name is, let me tell you who he is. I'm going to give you some background information before I go through it. Garrett said facts. Crystal said bamboozled. Absolutely. They have lost their damn minds. Absolutely. So check this out, Gil. I'm not sure if you heard about this, but here's this pastor. First of all, I'm going to tell you the story, and then I want you to, y'all, please don't go look it up because I don't want you to know before I say it. I'm going to tell you, give you some backstory. I want you to tell me how old you think this guy is. All right, here we go. Birthed in prayer. I got this straight off his website. Birthed in prayer, shrouded in humility, anointed through adversity, and loosed in God's timing. The apostolic voice of Anthony W. Bazemore, Anthony W. Bazemore II spans over several years, bulleted with an exemplary performance in the ministry. Born the eldest son of Sabrina and Anthony W. Bazemore Sr., his parents, Christian home provided him with a sure foundation and guaranteed a staunch Pentecostal upbringing. Bazemore spent his formative years under the leadership of Bishop Milledge Golphin and the New Galilee Church of God in Christ, Jesus Apostolic Faith Incorporated. What the hell is that? That name alone is as long as my leg. New Galilee Church of God in Christ, Jesus Apostolic Faith Incorporated. He matriculated in the Bertie County school system in Windsor, North Carolina. I ain't finished. Y'all go ahead and start telling me how old you think he is. I ain't finished, y'all. A well-versed, multifaceted preacher, Pastor Anthony W. Bazemore II is known to offer the word of God in a manner that stirs the soul, quickens the mind, and bridges the generational gap. Though being a young man, his ministry capacities include: in 2001, he became a licensed minister and began serving as chief adjutant, whatever that is. I never heard of that. Adjutant, I never heard of that. For the late Apostle T.L. Baylor Sr. within the Tabernacle, the Pillar of Fire Ministry Incorporated. In 2003, he was elevated and ordained to the office of elder. In 2005, by the leading of the Holy Spirit, he opened the doors to Powerhouse Apostolic Faith Church in Powersville, North Carolina. The Lord blessed this venture, and many souls were added to the body of Christ. Y'all, please tell me how old y'all think he is. I see Tracy said almost, at least 45. Danielle said 30-something. Soggy Paul says he young. Crystal said early 50s. Garrett Media said 25. Damn. Y'all, Bishop Anthony Bazemore II is 32 years old. 32, Rosin, 32 years old. When I read this long, elaborate, this shit could spread up probably all across that wall, I said, this guy, you would think he was 75 years old. He's 32 years old. Damn! Wait a minute. Wait. Amy, tell me you lying. Amy done wrote in the chat that the girl that's my cousin. Tell me you lying. Oh, tell me you is lying. And tell me you, and if you ain't lying, tell me you already knew this. Because I'm about to bust him out if you didn't know. Tracy, how many years did he do in jail? Right. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Let me give you what I found online. It's gonna tell you more, pretty much what I saw online. And then later on I'll put the link in this video so you can go to it and check it out if you want to. Here we go. I got this off the ncbeat.com, which is NorthCarolinaBeat.com. Bishop A. Wyoming Bazemore Jr. of Knightdale, North Carolina, had a lot to say on Facebook Saturday afternoon when he went after his wife, prophetess Kiana Angel Daniels Bazemore, who he is. How many names she got? Prophetess Kiana Angel Daniels Bazemore. Oh, they think you get important the more names you have. Okay. Who he accuses of being a fucked up woman. You heard what I said. In the 45-minute video, Pastor Bazemore talks about him serving 3 years in North Carolina Adult of Corrections for a crime he committed. Through a public search, we found out that Pastor Bazemore was a scamming, fraudulent pastor who used worthless checks to buy SUVs from the car dealership. In his rant, he talked about him and his ex-wife going through a separation and living alone, trying to get back on his feet. Through the process, he said he and his ex-wife were faking and acting like they had everything together just so the church wouldn't look at them crazy. Pastor Bazemore said through all of that, he met his now wife, Kiana Angel, but he had already met her previously in Chicago 10 years ago. Fast forward. Pastor Bazemore said he had seen Kiana again at a funeral he attended. He said he didn't say anything to her in person when he saw her a second time, but he did reach out to her on Facebook a month later. He said that the two talked, got to know each other, and he even took her on some trips. Pastor Bazemore said in the video that all hell broke loose between he and Angel when his money dried up. And then every preacher that knew him told him not to fuck with her. Pastor Bazemore says all those preachers were right and that he almost has lost his mind dealing with Angel. Pastor Bazemore said as a result, they would buy things they couldn't afford. He said that he had to rob Peter to pay Paul, so he started taking money out of the funeral home. Listen to me, y'all. He already done been to jail for writing a check, bad checks for SUVs, plural. Now, here we go. Pastor Bazemore said as a result, they would buy things they couldn't afford. He said he had to rob Peter to pay Paul. So he started taking money out of the funeral home he was working for checking account to pay their bills. So now he done got out of jail and moved on. Now he and Angel, prophetess Angel, he's paying their bills with checks from the funeral home where he worked. Now, what they didn't say that I happen to know because I saw another, read some other stuff about it, is that funeral home belongs to his father. He's working in his father's funeral home. But his father found out that he was using checks from the funeral home to pay the bills for him and Angel. Okay? Pastor Bazemore said, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay. It's good to know that these crooks weren't stealing from the people of God to pay their lavish lifestyles that wasn't so lavish. Pastor Bazemore said all of this is over him not being able to pay any of the bills and that she had brain fucked him for the last 7 months, calling her a modern day Jezebel. Everybody told me to leave this girl alone, Pastor Bazemore yells in the video. I lost everything because I was in love with Angel. Pastor Bazemore called his wife a hoe. Wait, and they wrote it like this, H-O-E. Pastor Bazemore called his wife a hoe, saying she has been with so many preachers, but didn't name who they were. He said Angel kicked him out of the house Friday night because he went to a funeral and didn't tell her, and so therefore he had to sleep in the car. He said after sleeping in his car on Friday night, he came home, took a shower, and he and Angel did have sex. And after they had sex, he said she looked him in the face and told him she still didn't want him. She still didn't want to be with him. Now, another piece that's here that doesn't show up, that I know that doesn't show up here. Her anger was because he went to this funeral, and the funeral was at a church of a guy that allegedly she had been sleeping with. So she didn't feel comfortable going to the church and didn't want him to go to the church. But when he went anyway, he said he really snuck out to go because he know how she is, because she really don't want to run into Pastor so-and-so, whoever he was. So her anger was, oh, you went anyway? You went anyway. Pastor Bazemore said that he has dealt with Angel through all of this because they have a child involved. But he did say that she scheduled an appointment for the abortion of this child. He also said too that he found out that she had several abortions when the abortion clinic called. Now, mind you, she ain't married. I don't know when she just got married. So I don't know who all these babies belong to, right? Pastor Bazemore said that he has dealt with Kiana through all this because she blah, blah, blah. I literally hate this woman. He says in the video, I swear to God, I got to get away from Angel. Pastor Bazemore said that his wife, Angel, was telling people that he hit her and that she was scared of him, but he says that it's not true and that he has never put his hands on Angel. I am not an aggressive person, Pastor Bazemore says in the video. No, I am not an aggressive person. I'm just a thief. I ain't aggressive. That's me adding that, allegedly. Just an embezzler, allegedly. Pastor Bazemore said a few weeks ago, he tried to talk to his wife. He tried to take his own life. And Angel showed up to the hospital and said, I just wanted to see if you were still alive. I don't even want you. And walked out of the hospital. Now, if that boy wasn't mind fucked, he just had a fucked up mind. Either way, it's fucked. I personally believe, let me read some of these before I say anything. Let me say it. Okay. Amy to my girl, that's her cousin. How many years did he do in jail? I think he did 3, Tracy. Excuse me. All right, excuse me. Amy says she's just kidding. Danielle says, Crystal, I'm gonna need some ginger tea for my stomach after this. Sonny Paul said he's doing too much, way too much. Rosa said, I can't, shaking my damn hair. How could his money dry up when it wasn't his money? Yeah, right. Because it don't sound to me like he never had no money. But because he went to jail for stealing money. And that was my understanding, that was church money. He was writing checks for whole SUVs. I didn't say a Pinto. He was writing checks for whole SUVs, plural. Okay. Okay, Tracy says his rant was hilarious. It sure was. I'm gonna make sure I get to put that link in here for y'all. What do you go? What do you go to the funeral of her lover for? He shouldn't have went. He went to the because that's the thing, because they all in cahoots together. All these pastors, prophets, apostles, they all in there together. So they run in the same circles. And also that's not on this paper. He also said that she didn't fuck so many of these pastors and preachers and what have you that he claimed he didn't know about, right? But he finds out later because some of them just flat tell him, or some of them have even attempted to bed her since he's been married to her, allegedly. But he's an apostle though, and she's a prophetess. Now, who in the world want them prophet line over their life? Who in the world want them apostling over their life? Oh, okay. Let me see. No pause. He went to the church of her lover. Okay, right. Okay, it's better for her to have an abortion than kids she doesn't want. That might be true. And the other thing too, from what I could tell, from what I heard, they ain't been together that long. And my thought was, she probably getting rid of that baby because she don't know who it is. Now, I don't know that to be true. I'm just saying. It's a possibility she don't know who it is. She's probably like, yeah, we might as well get rid of this. Because I don't know who this motherfucker gonna come out here looking like. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But it's the truth. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Tracy says, Vicky, this man would take her back tomorrow. Absolutely. He took her back after the rant. He went back after the rant. That's right. He went back after the rant. I don't know where he is now, but I know that right after that rant, he went back. Soggy Paw said, thanks, he went back. Yep. Brown said he went back. Exactly. Matching SUVs. That sounds like some Kwame Kilpatrick shit. Y'all remember when Kwame Kilpatrick was buying all them SUVs? That one he called Big Red. They was running all around town trying to find it. He was hiding it all over the place. They was found it, I think, hidden in the Cobo Hall, I believe it was. Tell him it. Soggy Paw said, tell him it's some other good pussy out there. Clearly, she put it down. Crystal said, mouth wide open. Like, absolutely. Soggy Pants, he just saying it now. So who cares who she fucked in the past? And you right. You right about that. You right about that. Folks better listen to the Lord instead of the profited. The profited. That's it right there. The profited. Absolutely. Soggy spell check. I got you. I knew what you meant. The prophetess. No, you know what? The prophetess, I'm thinking just like you wrote it. Profit, right? Amy, wow, what dealership took that check? I don't know, but they mad about it. Ooh, they mad about it. So that is what sparked the whole conversation about being mind fucked, because I believe he was mind fucked, but he's a fuck anyway. I mean, this guy, I'm listening to him. I said, damn, she ran circles all around him, and he green as spinach. But when I found out that he was 32, I thought, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, which is why he shouldn't have all this shit tacked on his name either, because, okay, anyway, they losing their mind. All right, moving right along. That was the story of Bazemore 1 and Bazemore 2. All right, so I'm moving off of that. Moving on to one more. And the second one is also a part of the church going mad, right? I saw one YouTube channel called Mad Church Disease. And I said, damn it, if that ain't what it's like they got mad church disease. So here we go. I'm gonna give you one more. This one is just as hot, if not hotter. And this one is even newer than Bazemore. This came up maybe 4 or 5 days ago. All right. So here we are. All I could find on this woman, and this woman is prophetess Kimberly Brown. All I could find on her was I saw her on YouTube, and I found some pictures of her, but I couldn't find much about her, who she was, where she came from, because I didn't find a site. She does have a Facebook page, but I didn't find a site where it had, like about the pastor. I didn't find anything like that, but I do know that she is a prophetess in Tampa, Florida, and she's a minister at Faith Walkers Worldwide Ministries. Okay, here we go. Apparently, allegedly, prophetess Kimberly Brown was a woman with a word in her mouth, right? I mean, she sound like it. I mean, when I say she sound like it, I mean She had all the accoutrements of a prophetess. And when I say that, I'm not, let me make sure I make this very clear. I believe in the fivefold ministry. I believe in apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, and evangelists. I believe they exist. I listen to them when I find those who I believe in. I take their word and pray on it and move on it. But I also know that there are a lot of people that have these titles that have no desire to be. There are a lot of these people who are just mind fucking us. They're manipulating us. They are literally came into the church. And this is what I want people to understand. I am in a place now that I understand that many of the people that are in position, not all, but so many of them, they come into the church to be the mind fucker. They're not in there for any spiritual reasons. They're not there except for the fact that they are predators. That's their reason for being there. So they take on these titles not because they were called. They take on the titles for the same reason that a pedophile wants to work at the zoo, or why a pedophile wants to work at the school with school lunches, why a pedophile hangs out around the playground, because they're predators looking for the weakest prey. And there are people that take on these titles, many of them, more than not, I believe there are more of them taking on the titles fakely than those who actually are. But I do believe there are some authentic people that God had put on this earth to give us right now a rhema word. I believe that. But most of these, many of them are not. And I think that's what's showing up in these YouTube videos and shit. And I think that it's that we should know about it. People should know about it, because I believe that when people come up on the other side of this pandemic, that they're gonna come out with their eyes open, not eyes wide shut, but their eyes wide open. Because during this pandemic, you got time to hear from God. You got time to talk to your creator without somebody else in your ear who's really a false prophet, a false apostle, false pastor, a false teacher, a false evangelist, who really just have the accoutrements of it, the look of it, but their hearts are black. I should say black, because we want to associate, we innately associate everything black with something that's dirty, and their heart is dirty. Let me say that. Their heart is dirty. It's dark. Okay, so that's why I'm telling y'all about Prophetess Kimberly Brown. So here we go. Apparently, Prophetess Kimberly Brown allegedly got on YouTube, and this has been 4 or 5 days ago. This is very, very new. And this is what, listen, first of all, the first picture, I saw several pictures of her. I saw one picture and I thought, oh yeah, she fine. Pretty woman, right? But that picture I saw on YouTube, on this video, baby, that was a mess. I don't know if the caps fell off. I don't know what the caps fell off her teeth. I'm not sure what happened with that. I'm talking about from the picture that I saw. She definitely gained some weight, but most of us have in the pandemic. So that's not a big, but her look was completely, and her wig, the wig, she said, I know I got on this big raggedy wig. I don't care about the way this raggedy wig look. I'm gonna tell it today. Now, I took the transcript down and I'm going to try to read this to you all, but let me tell y'all right now, this don't have nothing to do with this right here. It was real. She was going off, and I tried to edit the transcript so I can read it in a way that you'll understand. Let me read some of your stuff before I go on. Dealership. Okay, y'all just cutting up. Me say he should have kept the nonsense off Facebook. Yeah, he probably should have, but I don't think they can help it, Amy. That's what I'm saying. I think it's like diarrhea in the mouth. I think that they can't help it. They just being revealed. I don't think that they have. It's kind of like that Jaguar Wright stuff. I don't think Jaguar Wright can help it. Everybody's saying, what is it? What's the deal? What she got to prove? I don't think she can help it. I think that it's time for people to fess up for who they are. And I think they're being driven by something other than themselves. I really do. Crystal Collins, I had a neighbor who was a pastor and was just like this mind fucking mind fuckity fucking. And it's sad. People need to learn how to fear for themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. So here we go. I'm gonna try to read this for y'all. Y'all know I like to be dramatic, right? Let me try. This is Prophetess Kimberly Brown. I can't even scream as loud as she was screaming. Come on in here. Yeah. She said, come on in. And she's on Facebook saying, come on in, come on in here. Or YouTube one. I want y'all to come on in because I'm finna tell it. She said, I'm gonna tell it today. I done went live because I got hurt too much. She said, Samantha Shiny, call them all. Listen to me, y'all. Terry Weems, call them all. Kirby Grant, call them all. Andre Williams, call them all. Bishop Stockton Davis, call them all. Call them all. Yes, I'm live. Y'all seeing me. This is one time you're not going to do what you do. You come over here to my church, you're screwing everybody, little dirty behinds. All got all that fight at my church. Come on, I want it all today. That's some tea for your ass. Now, all of them names I looked up. I had all them pictures on my presentation for y'all. I wanted y'all to see that. I'm gonna have to do the thing anyway, and then upload it so you all can see it. But she is giving it. She is ripping these folk a new tale. You hear me? And they all are apostles, prophets, or they have a title of apostle, prophet, pastors, teachers. They all run in the same circle, apparently. They all been in the same churches. They all, they all congregate together. And she decided that she was going to let them have it. So she called out these names and more. I just got a piece of transcript. Samantha, somebody she said Shiny. No, Samantha Shiny. That's what she said, because I heard her saying that Shiny over again. Samantha Shiny, call them all. Terry Weems, who's supposed to be Apostle Terry Weems, so I looked him up. Call them all. Kirby Grant, Apostle Kirby Grant. Call them all. Andre Williams, I couldn't find him. Bishop Stockton Davis, I couldn't find him. Call them all. Yes, I'm live. Y'all seeing me. This is a one time. You're not going to do what you do. You come over to my church, you screw your little dirty behinds and all of that fight in my church. Come on. I want you. I want it all today. I'm going to tell the truth today. Didn't the Bible say, tell the truth and the truth shall make you free? I want them to hear me because they don't use me too much. They use me too much trying to throw me, and I'm going to tell on Tampa today. I'm going to tell on Tampa. I'm going to tell on Marion County. I'm going to tell on Tampa today. You don't think you can hurt me and think you're going to get away with it. She said, yeah, call Kirby again. I'm going to tell on his ass. Wait. I forgot to tell y'all, she's getting phone calls while this is happening because she's live. And these people are calling up the wazoo. Her phone is just blowing up. And she said, oh, yeah, calling. She's, yeah, I'm live. So she says this. Yeah, call Kirby again. I'm going to tell him his ugly ass too. I said it. I said ass. Yes, I said ass because y'all curse at home. Y'all, wait, let me read some of these comments before I go a little further. Okay, it's sad. Rosin said people need to learn how to hear for themselves, right? Crystal, all these wannabe fake people with so-called light, wannabe witches. Oh, that reminds me, Crystal. And I didn't get any of that off the transcript. She talks about these people dealing in witchcraft behind the scenes. All these wannabe fake people. Okay, you said pastors want to be witches, want to be so-called healers. Oh, I'm a healer. New trend, dirty as fuck. Absolutely. Amy said, let us pray. Absolutely. Amy Johnson, amen. Said Crystal, laugh out loud on assignment. Wow. Soggy Pop. She telling because she ain't getting none. Oh, she mentioned that too. She said, oh, y'all, she says y'all want to sleep with me. She later says what makes her mad. I'm gonna tell you that in a minute, Soggy Pop. That ain't what she says making her mad. And it's really gonna again attest to the fact that they need folk need to go somewhere and sit their asses down. Okay, someone has stopped her dick supply. So she's mad. And that might be the case, but I'm gonna tell you what she said. There goes the Southern Comfort. This is exactly why I don't go to church, because this is filled with false prophets. Yes, now she telling, shaking my head. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Call Kirby again. I'm gonna tell on his ugly ass too. Y'all heard that? Okay. Y'all act holy in church. No, 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 no. Don't act holy. Y'all ain't holy. Y'all ain't holy. Holy ain't even in your name. Matter of fact, your name don't spell holy. It don't spell it, she said. No, you see they calling me on the phone, she says. Now they hollering, Kim, Kim. No, see, they done underestimated me. They done underestimated me. Okay, then she picks up the phone, right? And she says, Danielle, dick money recognition. Recognition was what she said it was. I said, damn. Okay, here we go. She on the phone now. I'm already live. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of y'all using me. You're not going to use me no more. Fuck all y'all. You heard what I said. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck all y'all. Y'all now don't use me. Y'all don't use me. You're not going to use me. You're not going to hurt me no more. I done been hurt way too much. I'm leaving this goddamn city for all y'all no good Christians. Y'all ain't no Christians. You smoke, you curse, you drink, and I have watched all of y'all. You can call me the devil if you want to. I'm sick and tired of y'all. Then it's a blank. I think that's just a fuckers. I think is what she said. I'm on live. Now she on the phone again. I'm on live. Come follow me online. Don't call me, fucker. Don't call my phone again, Kirby Grant. Kirby Gantz. Don't call my phone again, Kirby Gant. Don't call me no damn mo. Don't call my phone no damn mo. Fuck all y'all. Now, as I was saying, she said, now, as I was saying, okay, what's going on, brother? She asked the question again. What's going on? She on the phone. I'm tired of your lying fucking ass. That's what's going on. Preachers, the way they use me, yes. What you want? Now she on the phone again. What you want, Dr. Christian? Huh? Okay. No, I'm not okay, she says. I'm telling on every fucking preacher. I'm telling on every fucking preacher. Prophetess, And guess what? The gifts and the callings come without repentance. So try it. This is a tell-all today. Fuck all y'all. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. And that's just where I stopped. Let me read some of this right here. Okay, Sagi Paul says she's telling because she ain't getting a yeah, there goes the Southern Comfort. Anyway, Tracy said, this is exactly what I'm going to tell you. Now she telling, shake my head. The dick money recognition, absolutely. All dang. She let the cat out the bag. Oh, she let all the cats out the bag. This was right here. That rant was like 4 videos long. I couldn't watch it. I was just way too much. It was way too busy for me. I couldn't do it all. But I will share the link with y'all if y'all feel like y'all want to check it out. Amy said, I don't know, folks was ducking and dabbing. Oh, yeah, and calling. And since then, they've been trying damage control. Some of these big name apostles and prophets that she called out, excuse me, they all on YouTube trying to clean stuff up. This is hilarious, though. Oh, I wish I could show y'all these pictures. What's hilarious is she done decided it just is what it is. They can't fix it. So after all of that, and after they got over there came on their Facebooks and their YouTubes or what have you, trying to fix it up, she came right behind them and with a picture. She had made a meme. She pasted on her Facebook and said, "Sorry, not sorry." I said, "Oh, she just all out. She's like, I'm taking one for the team. This is it. I'm out this bitch. I'm out this bitch." Okay. So I said all that to say, sound to me like she been mind fucked too. And she was probably mind fucking somebody else. That's very possible. Because what we do know is that these people that in these positions get off on manipulating people. They get off on that shit. But here clearly it's coming back to her more than any way she can handle. Right? Amy said, I know some people that should have been called out a long time ago. We all do. We all do. That's exactly what was happening. So there it is for you. We do know that this is a situation that ain't going nowhere no time soon. But like Chris said a little earlier, I do think that, and let me say this too, because I'm just thinking about this. Those of us who came out of churches where we saw stuff that wasn't right, right? I think that we should feel some kind of I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm saying we should put people up on game. I think we should put people up on game. And you don't have to be on the internet doing it like I do, or like a Dawson, speaks, because Dawson that's his thing. That's what he does. He blows stuff like this out of the water, right? So I'm not telling you to do that. But before you see anybody walking in fire, we need to try to help them or try to get them the tools they need to make better choices than we were able to make because we didn't have any information. It's one thing to make a bad choice, and you got information. That means you just hard-headed ass, and whatever consequences come with that, you'll deal with it. But it's another thing when somebody was sitting right around you, had information and wouldn't give it to you. So if you know better, I think that it should be we should be building villages. We should be. My earring says I'm a village builder. That hut is an A. See the A in the hut? I'm a village builder. I think we should be building villages. We should be leaving breadcrumbs for those behind us, not just walking out with the information and chilling. You feel me? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for tonight. It is 11:44. So we're doing pretty good though. We started at 10. We're a little later than we were last week, but we're doing good. We're doing good. So let me just do a few house cleaning tips. I want to remind you to share the post, please, with anyone who you know. No, I was gonna say who may be interested. No, just share it anyway. Share it to help me get to that 1,000 subscribers. I gotta get to 1,000 before Friday. Like the video, please. Like the video. It's important that you like because it helps YouTube to move it up in the algorithm. If they think people are interested in it, they'll move it up. So like I have a couple videos that have really, really big numbers, but I realize why. Because people have liked them as well, and it's a topic that they're interested in. So it moves it up the poll. So help me to move my videos up by liking them and sharing them, please. And you did comment, so I appreciate that. So let's sum up the night. So if you know of or if you're in a relationship, no. That is this here talking. Let me slow down. It's talking now for real. I do. Sometimes nothing will free you like a good old F-bomb. I really believe that. I believe it's because it comes from the gut. You know what I'm saying? It comes from the gut. So anyway, so you might be right about that. I think you might be right. It comes from the gut. It's a guttural, Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. So to sum it up, if you have been mindful, and most of us have, be honest about it. You don't have to hide it. We all have, right? But get you a support system if you feel like you're in something right now and you don't have the strength to get out of it. Somebody care about you, somebody love you, and you know who that is. Get with that person, somebody that you can talk to, you can sound off with, somebody who's going to keep your secrets, not somebody's going to tell your business, but somebody who is there to support you. You know who's there to support you. And if you don't, when you do, matter of fact, let me just do this real quick. I'm going to go over the things that I said that you should do again, because I just feel like somebody is going to get this information who really needs it. So let me just pull it up real quick if I can, so that you all can share it with somebody. Okay, here we go. So what to do if you're involved with a narcissist or someone who exhibits those behaviors. First, cut yourself some slack. So, be kind to yourself because we all have been there, right? 2, step back and evaluate yourself. What are you doing? Is there anything that you're doing that has caused you to bring those kind of people along? I want to share something with y'all about what I got about that. If somebody help me remember number 2, evaluate yourself. Please help me remember that. Okay, 3, get a copy of Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, or it's called In Sheep's Clothing, I think, by George Simon. It will save your life. I'm telling you, get a copy of that book. Get a copy. Don't play with it. Don't mess around with it. Get a copy of it. Make it your business to get a copy ASAP. And if you know somebody who you think is in that situation who may not be able to talk to you about it, get them a copy of the book, because it'll give you a strength to deal with some of the stuff that if you're seeing it. 4, keep a sounding board, a support system. Build you a village, you know, to support you, surround you, so they can help you stay, like Gil was talking about, they want to detach you from reality. This sounding board, this support system, your village, is going to make sure that you stay attached to reality. They're going to say to you, he said what? She said what? He did what? She did what? No, that won't serve you. That can only hurt you, right? So keep your village. 6, pray, meditate, and center often. Because a lot of what you need, if it's self-esteem you need, if it's strength that you need, if it's self-worth you need, a lot of that you will get when you are one with your creator, with the God who made you. Okay? 7, consider the possibility of departure. You cannot be so away from you that you can't imagine ever being without that person. Consider the possibility of departure. If it's a family member, you know, if it's your mother, your parent or a child, you may not be able to get right away from them. However, you can depart from certain behaviors that you participated in, right? You may not be able to leave the house, especially if it's a parent or if it's a child, but you can, or even a mate, but you can depart from ways of doing things, right, that you may have done because you didn't know any better. You know better now. So consider the possibility of departure. And then finally, if you're in too deep to detach, or if you're in too deep to detach from it, or you can't because it's a family member or something like that, then see a therapist if at all possible, right? So something you can use. Set boundaries. Danielle says set boundaries. Absolutely. Set boundaries. But listen, if you get this book, if you need this book, or you know somebody, you can just get it if you don't need it. It's good because you're going to find some stuff in there you might not even knew somebody was manipulating. You'd say, damn, get that book, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, or In Sheep's Clothing. And that is by Dr. George Simon. And he does have a couple videos on YouTube that kind of go over some of that stuff. It will change your life. All right, so number 2, I want to tell y'all something about number 2. Let me go back to that and look at it. So I remember won't let me remember what it was. Step back and evaluate yourself. Okay, so here's the thing. Personal story. I'm telling myself. I remember what I found out was that what I realized was that I kept getting men in my life that told major lies. I mean, like hiding major stuff from me. But I didn't realize it as a pattern until one day I realized it as a pattern. During one of those times when I was meditating, praying, centering, I started noticing a pattern. And I said, I saw this, and I ain't exaggerating. I saw this at 15. I saw it again at like 18. Saw it again at like 29, 30. I saw it again like 35-ish. I said, wait a minute. What is going on, right? And I sat back and I went to the evaluation piece for myself. Like Ayanla said, I started to do the work. And I thought, what is it about me that will pull someone toward me where they feel comfortable hiding these major secrets from? What is that about? How did you even get and 2 things God gave me, 2 things. One thing was a thing about the light. Because after a while I felt bad about it. I was like, what's wrong with me that I keep pulling these guys? I don't understand this. 2 things. One thing was about the light. That the light draws darkness. The light, and it draws all kinds of things that may be irritating to you, right? All kinds of pests. But they come to the light. They're attracted to the light for a reason, because it's light, right? That's why we have to give ourselves some, you got to give yourself a break. right? Because ain't nothing wrong with being good. There's never anything wrong with being good. This world will make us think that there is, though. There's a lot of things in this earth and the way things run that will make us think that being good is not necessarily the way to be. There's never anything wrong with being moral, right? But the Bible says that we have to be wise as what? Serpents. Harmless as doves, but wise as serpents. So the second thing that he gave me, one was that I'm a light. And I had to realize that the light is going to attract lots of things that I don't want attracted to me. It's just going to happen. But the second piece is that I had to be alert, that I had to realize that in this way, you cannot assume, now listen to this, you cannot assume that everybody that you come in contact with have the same morals that you have, because they don't. You cannot assume that because you don't want to, that you wouldn't do anything to hurt anyone, doesn't mean that people that you attract won't take an opportunity to hurt you. Making assumptions, you know, people say, you know what happens when you make assumptions, like you make an ass out of me and you? It ain't gonna serve you making assumptions about people. That's not gonna serve you. What you have to be is alert, and you have to be using your discernment all the time, period, right? Knowing that you're going to attract people and things and situations that are uncomfortable and pesty because you are light, right? Because you are moral. Because you are one with God. So you're going to attract that. Know that. To be second thing, know that you have to be alert, and you cannot expect that people are moving on the same train that you are, because they're not. They're not. So all of that stuff about, you know, we used to hear this. I don't ascribe to it anymore. When you hear it, you're not really judging people. You better judge them because they're judging you. You will be an idiot to be out here talking about, no, you don't judge people. Only God is going to judge, because they're judging you the moment they lay their eyeballs on you, especially if you are the light. So when they see you coming, they sizing you up. You better know it. They sizing you up. When you come walking down the street, or when you come into the building, the folk that don't know you, they trying to see who are you without you opening your mouth. You don't have to open your mouth. They don't need you to do that. And the predator is paying more attention than you think he paying or she paying. She absolutely paying attention. So what the fuck you look like? There I go, Amy. Got to use the fuck, right? What the fuck you look like coming up talking about, I don't want to judge her, though. I don't want to judge him because I don't know him. The Bible say don't judge. Really? If that is your position, if you don't know any better than that, you're going to always find yourself a victim in relationships, a victim in circumstances, because you run around being so holy that you can't judge. And every motherfucker you come in contact with is judging you. Do you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Say yes if it makes sense. Type yes if it makes sense. Let me know. So those are the two things, the lessons I got from that in my self-evaluation. That ain't the first time I've attracted that, and it ain't gonna be the last. But I know what I'm looking for now, and I also know to be looking. Does that make sense? To be on the lookout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for tonight. Any last thoughts or comments, please put them down and go ahead and type them in. Share the stream. I appreciate you. I want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all. If you are in the Pontiac area, please know that the Black Dollar Power Market will be in effect back at City Hall, the event spot, not City Hall where you pay your tickets, but City Hall, the event spot, this coming Sunday from 2 to 7 p.m. So bring your Black dollar and circulate it in the Black community. Invite your friends to come over and bring their Black dollars and circulate them in the Black community. And if they got white dollars, tell them to bring their white dollars and circulate them in the Black community in the same way that we have circulated our money in their community in order to support us. We want to do that to support us, right? Does that make sense? All right. Black Dollar Power Market, 2 to 7 p.m. I will see you all next week with another hot topic. And you all who have been sending me topics, I appreciate that. Let me tell you, let me just give some shout outs. Shout out to Tracy from Cincinnati, who sends me stuff all the time. Shout out to Danielle Brown, who also sends me stuff to help me stay up, because they know I'm busy, right? But we talk periodically in chat or text during the week. And if they find something interesting or something along the line of what we talked about, they help me by sending it to me. So I appreciate that. If you all have anything that you think will be a great topic to talk about, send it over. Let me do a giveaway. I forgot to do one last week when I was out. So let me do a giveaway. Let me do that. Let me Let me get something to give away. And the way I normally do it is Millie's not on here tonight. Let me just say that Soggy Paws got her gift, and Millicent Gunn, I put her gift in the mail too, so you should have that. All right, let's do, I know what I have. She's not here. Damn. All right, so let me do, you all get a number ready. I'm going to take a number down between 1 and 100. And the person with the number closer to that number will get the gift. Excuse me. So I have put the number down. And while you are thinking about your numbers and putting your numbers in, I'm going to decide what I'm giving away. All right? What am I giving away? I'm going to give away. Okay. Next time y'all see these, I'm going to be selling them. But this is what I'm giving away. You are going to get the first cup to go out. All right. So the first, look at it. These will be, I won't say the cost. I have to get enough of them first. But that is the gift for tonight. So put your numbers in the chat. I see Corey Howard 27. Put your numbers in the chat. I see people still in here, but you all are not, okay, I see another one. Let me not say that. I'm getting it together. Let me put that. Okay, I see 3 numbers. Any more? Going once. Going twice. My lucky number is 7. I'm gonna keep going. So we're going 3 times, going 4 times, going 5 times, going 6 times. The Southern Comfort is doing the business. I can get that little bit in there. Okay, one more number. That little bit. Yeah, get that in there. All right, going 7 times. That is the end. So I got the numbers I have are 20. I see 27. I see 57. I see 35. And the number is 28. 28. So that means that the winner is Mrs. Corey Howe. That's the applause. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all. Corey, I will put that in the mail. I'll probably bring it to you because Corey's in the Detroit area. So I'll probably just bring it to you and save my little dime, and then I get a chance to hug your neck. I love you all. It's been a blessing and a blast. Don't forget to send me your topics if you have a topic you want to discuss. Be good to yourself and somebody else. Love y'all much, and I will look forward to talking to y'all again on Wednesday. I'm going to call one of y'all this week to help me try to get my program up again. I really want to use that new platform. I love it. I got to get it up. All right. I got to get up. Good night. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. I wish you much prosperity, love, and blessing.